All right, this video is called Liberated. Well, we won't say his name just because I think there's some personal details in here. So he says here, hello, John. I'm sorry you had to call off your 75 challenge because of your recent injury. Hope you recover solidly. Thank you. I have the following question. How do I shed my inhibitions when I drink alcohol, not heavily, but maybe a couple of beers? I mean, I guess I'm going to say his name because he's put it in here. This Ivan is a beast. Free of shoulder shackles, able to pick up girls, able to chew out rivals, able to dominate, able to full Nelson a tiger if necessity requires. Okay. He says, I don't think I'm an alcoholic at all. I drink maybe once or twice a month, but I understand this freed Ivan should be accessible without alcohol. Alcohol is a crutch. I need to access this version of Ivan without the clutches. I think it means crutches. How do you go about that? I appreciate your effort and I'm grateful for your answer. Okay. So Ivan, what can I say? What can I tell you about this? Here's what I would say. You're leveling up alcohol Ivan. Alcohol Ivan, he only exists when he has alcohol, right? You know this, like you're basically saying this in the email. So you're attributing all of these things to you, but it's not true. You're not a beast. You're not free of the shoulder shackles. You're not able to pick up girls. You're not able to chew out rivals. You're not able to dominate. That's an illusion. That's in your head. That's somebody else. It's not your actual person. It's not you. It's the alcohol version of you. So you've leveled that guy up, but he's a World of Warcraft character. So I want you to think about that, is that you had to level him up. It wasn't alcohol made you magical. It's that like the alcohol made it easier. I mean, that's an easier character to level up, right? But you still had to like learn those things, and it was still hard and challenging. But all that work you put it into this World of Warcraft character, right? So you kind of know what the answer is, right? You got to give it up. I would say, I mean, I don't drink, okay? I haven't had alcohol for 2.5 years, right? I'm never going to start drinking again. There's no need to. But you've got to, I would quit, right? But you've got to stop drinking for some time at least, right? There's no need to ever drink again, even. There's no need. It's just, why poison yourself? It's like, and again, the crutches, it's not worth it, okay? And then you've got to go and relearn these things, right? And actually learn them. When I coach guys all the time, I take them out to Vegas and there'd be no alcohol. You're not drinking alcohol. We're not drinking alcohol. You have to go out there and actually do this stuff. You know, you can't cheat it. So you've got to actually now go out there sober and practice all these things. And some of these things you're never going to be able to do, because when you're not drinking alcohol, you might not want to chew out rivals and dominate. Like those might not be things that actually are things that you actually do. But picking up girls, yeah, absolutely. You're going to be better at it. It's going to be harder to develop that skill. And you're going to learn to free yourself of these shackles. Like, because you really have to actually free yourself. One thing I would encourage you to do, I did a video about this. It's related to skydiving, one of my skydiving videos, if you watch it. But I want you to look into bioenergetics. I want you to just scream. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm sitting here in the living room. I don't want to disturb everyone. But I do it in public places and disturb people for sure. But I want you to just yell and scream and just let it all out. Just totally unleash, embarrass yourself, but don't be embarrassed by it. That's going to create a freedom in your life that you're currently getting from alcohol, right? And the reason why you drink alcohol is because you're seeking that out. You want to feel that way. That's why people do alcohol and drugs and all this stuff, is because they want to feel freed from the shackles. And so what alcohol does is it just makes you stupid so that you don't think. You don't think about, you don't self-monitor, right? Because there's a difference between what we do is we're either self-aware or we're self-monitoring essentially, right? And we want to be self-aware. We don't want to be self-critical or self-judgmental, right? We don't want to do that. And so what alcohol does is it allows you to basically not do that, but only when you have the alcohol, only when you have the drug, right? But you've got to learn how to actually really do this, because all of those things, like all the work you're doing, when you're doing it in these alternate states of consciousness, you're not actually doing any work. You're leveling up a World of Warcraft character. So stop doing that, right? And this applies to more than alcohol. It applies to a lot of people in life. When you're trying to buffer yourself, when you're trying to take shortcuts, when you're trying to avoid the hard things by using some kind of a crutch, it's just making it so you're leveling up a character that's not really you. It's the same thing as if you're trying to impress a girl by being someone that you're not. Well, she's going to fall in love with not you. So don't be that guy, right? Again, a lot of this. That's why you've sent this email. But I would encourage you to look into bioenergetics and just raw dog it. Just no alcohol. Go out, go do the things and and let's see how you do on those things. But be objective, because I suspect that even your feelings of your abilities on alcohol, they may be subjective. They may not be objective. They may be influenced by the alcohol, right? You may think that you're able to do all these things, and it might feel like you're able to because you don't have the inhibition, but maybe it's not actually working out as well as you think. So you'll find out when you get rid of the alcohol, and then you actually level up the skills for real. I'll see you tomorrow.